In the intricate, often bewildering, tapestry of human relationships, a profound shift has occurred within the heart and mind of your person. They have arrived at a critical, inescapable juncture, a moment of stark clarity where the veil of denial has finally been torn away. There is now an acute, almost unbearable awareness that they must, at long last, reveal the unvarnished truth to you, the truth about the intricate web of falsehoods, the delicate yet destructive threads of deceit they painstakingly wove around you and themselves. This agonizing realization has not descended upon them like a sudden storm, rather, it has been a protracted, arduous journey, a winding path marked by relentless introspection, soul-searching, and a brutal, unflinching self-confrontation. Each step along this path has chipped away at their defenses, stripping bare their illusions, inexorably leading them to this very precipice of painful, yet ultimately liberating, honesty. Currently, they find themselves adrift in a disquieting state of emotional numbness, a profound emptiness that is as unsettling as it is pervasive. It is a quiet agony, a dull ache that permeates their very being, leaving them feeling utterly miserable without your presence. This misery is not merely a fleeting sadness, it is a vast, boundless expanse, as deep and unfathomable as the deepest ocean trench, and as wide and all-encompassing as the endless sky above. It is a gnawing void, a desolate chasm that your absence has carved into the very core of their existence. Within this emptiness resides an incessant, almost desperate longing, a yearning for your presence that is as intense as it is relentless, a constant thrum beneath the surface of their being, a silent scream for what was and what could be. The weight of your past contributions now presses heavily upon their conscience. You, in your boundless generosity and unwavering spirit, have done so much for them, far more than they ever truly acknowledged, or perhaps, in their previous state of blindness, even fully realized. Your every action, each carefully chosen word, your mere, comforting presence, cast a profound and indelible impact upon the landscape of their life. It was a silent, yet powerful, force that shaped their days and illuminated their nights. And now, in the stark, echoing silence of your absence, they are beginning, with agonizing clarity, to comprehend the true depth and breadth of your profound influence. It is a dawning realization, a slow unfurling of understanding that reveals the magnitude of what they once possessed and, through their own folly, allowed to slip away. Within the deepest chambers of their heart, they hold an infinite, immeasurable reservoir of love, an unwavering respect, and a boundless admiration for you. These aren't ephemeral sentiments, fleeting emotions that dance on the surface of their soul. No, these are feelings that run deep, sincere, and enduring, anchoring them to your memory with an unbreakable tether. In the sacred sanctuary of their inner vision, you embody their ultimate wish fulfillment, the living embodiment of their most cherished dreams. You are, unequivocally, the person they have always desired, the very essence of the individual they have always dreamed of encountering, of loving, of building a life with. Their gaze, now cleared of all distractions, sees no one else but you. Every other face, every other possibility, fades into an indistinct blur against the brilliant clarity of your image. You are their true love, their destined soulmate, their partner in every conceivable sense of the word, a companion for the journey, a confidant for the spirit, a mirror for the soul. With a heavy heart, they now acknowledge, with devastating certainty, that letting you go was not merely a mistake, but a grave, unforgivable error in judgment. It was a catastrophic miscalculation, a profound lapse in wisdom that has haunted their every waking moment. The painful, searing realization has finally pierced through their defenses, misleading you, weaving those intricate lies, was undeniably the worst, most egregious act they have ever committed. This truth has not gently settled upon them, it has shaken them to their very core, an earthquake of self-revelation that has forced them to confront, head-on, the full weight of their actions and the devastating ripple effect of their consequences. It is as if the cosmic scales of justice, long imbalanced, have finally righted themselves, and the tables have, with an undeniable force, irrevocably turned. The very pain they so carelessly inflicted upon you is now, with an almost poetic irony, being returned to them, not as a distant echo, but as their own raw, visceral suffering. The hurt they so thoughtlessly caused you has become their own agonizing burden. It is a bitter pill to swallow, a taste of their own medicine, yet it is a necessary, unavoidable part of their arduous journey towards truth, towards genuine self-awareness, and ultimately, towards the possibility of reconciliation. A profound wave of embarrassment washes over them when they recall the hurtful words they uttered and the damaging actions they took against you. It is a deep, pervasive feeling of shame, a crushing sense of regret that is as intense as it is profoundly humbling. This shame is not a superficial blush, it is a deep-seated conviction of their own moral failing, a recognition of the disrespect they showed. And intertwined with this shame is a heartbreaking sorrow, a profound grief born from the stark reality of the lack of contact between you both. It is a heartbreak that cuts as deep as a wound, a constant, throbbing pain that serves as a relentless, agonizing reminder of the devastating consequences of their past actions. Each silent day, each unanswered thought, amplifies this heartbreak, cementing the understanding of the chasm they created. Your high vibrational energy, a luminous aura of positivity and peace, is now, more than ever, incredibly alluring to them. It is an energy that resonates with vibrant life, radiating a profound sense of calm and uplifting tranquility. It is a beacon of serenity, a gentle hum of peace that draws them in, even from a distance. And in this magnetic pull, they sense, with a mixture of comfort and disconcertion, that you are, indeed, at peace without them. This feeling is comforting because, despite everything, a part of them genuinely desires your well-being, your inner calm. Yet, it is profoundly disconcerting because it highlights their own exclusion from that peace, a poignant reminder of the harmonious existence they once disrupted and now desperately wish to be a part of. They yearn to bask in the warmth of that tranquility, to share in the quiet joy they perceive radiating from you. They recall, with a pang of remorse, that you were once a happy-go-lucky soul, a person who embraced life with an infectious enthusiasm and an unwavering positivity. You navigated the world with a lightness of spirit, finding joy in the simple moments and radiating optimism. But they also know, with the crushing weight of guilt, that they, through their own misguided actions and choices, introduced so much drama and conflict into your once harmonious world. It is a realization that is as painful as it is utterly necessary, a crucial, foundational step in their arduous journey towards genuine truth and the possibility of profound reconciliation. This understanding is not a fleeting thought, it is a deep, abiding conviction that fuels their desire to make amends, to undo the damage, and to restore the peace they so carelessly shattered. And so, here they stand, on the precipice of a new beginning, finally ready to face the unvarnished truth, ready to confront the full spectrum of consequences stemming from their past actions, and, most importantly, ready to make amends. They are prepared to humble themselves, to offer genuine apologies, and to demonstrate, through tangible actions, the depth of their remorse and their unwavering commitment to change. And perhaps, just perhaps, in the courageous act of facing their own shadows, in the sincere effort to heal the wounds they inflicted, they can discover a path, a fragile bridge, that leads them back to you. Back to the love, the profound respect, and the deep connection that, despite their relentless, misguided efforts to sever it, persistently seeks to find its way back into your relationship, yearning to be rekindled, to flourish once more. Despite my most relentless, almost desperate efforts to sever this profound connection, to cut the cords that bind us, the overwhelming feelings for you persistently, stubbornly return. Each time, they resurface with an even greater intensity, resonating on a deeper, more profound level than before, like a tide that refuses to be held back by any barrier. To be brutally, uncomfortably honest, I no longer possess the will, nor the desire, to flee from these emotions, or to restrain their powerful surge. The very act of attempting to do so, the futile struggle against their undeniable current inflicts a far greater, more agonizing pain than the feelings themselves could ever possibly cause. You are the constant, unwavering occupant of my every thought, the indelible imprint on my mind, and that, my dear, is the unvarnished, undeniable truth. There is no escaping your presence within my consciousness, for it is as fundamental as my own breath. Your priorities, your values, the very essence of what you hold dear, align with an astonishing perfection with everything I have been tirelessly, desperately searching for throughout the entirety of my life's journey. It is as if you are the missing piece of a puzzle I didn't even realize was incomplete until I found you. Throughout my winding journey, I have encountered countless experiences, traversed myriad paths, and crossed paths with numerous individuals, each leaving their own fleeting impression. Yet, amidst this vast tapestry of human connection, it is only you, uniquely and profoundly, who has managed to not merely capture my fleeting attention, but to seize my heart entirely and, more significantly, to establish a connection with the very core of my soul. This connection is not a superficial acquaintance, nor is it a transient, fleeting fancy. No, it is a deep, resonant, soulful bond, a spiritual tether that transcends the ordinary confines of human interaction, reaching into the very essence of our beings. When I found myself teetering on the precipice of despair, on the very verge of succumbing to the darkness that threatened to engulf me, it was you who, without hesitation, extended your hand and, with unwavering strength, lifted me up from the abyss. You became my anchor, my salvation in a moment of profound vulnerability. When I was directionless, utterly lost in the bewildering labyrinth of life, stumbling through its intricate passages with no clear path forward, it was your radiant light that illuminated the way for me, guiding my faltering steps towards clarity and purpose. You bestowed upon me your unconditional love, a gift of immeasurable value, at a time when there was absolutely no one else in my world, no other soul, upon whom I could lean, no one to offer solace or support. For every small, seemingly insignificant act of kindness, for every word of encouragement that resonated deeply within my spirit, and for every heartfelt gesture of love that you so freely offered, I am, and will forever remain, eternally, profoundly grateful. My gratitude is not a fleeting emotion, it is a deep-seated reverence for the light you brought into my darkest hours. However, the path leading to this beautifully envisioned future was not always smooth, nor was it without its significant trials. There was a period of profound separation, a challenging time when you both were, by circumstance or choice, painfully apart. Yet, this period was far from a void, not an empty chasm of lost time. Instead, it proved to be a crucible, a phase of intense spiritual growth and profound energetic downloads for your partner. It was a sacred time when they delved deep into the very core of their soul, embarking on an arduous quest for answers, painstakingly uncovering hidden truths, and ultimately emerging from the depths with a renewed, clarified sense of purpose. They experienced a profound spiritual awakening, a seismic shift in consciousness that illuminated the divine and truly magical connection they share with you. This realization was not a mere fleeting epiphany, a sudden flash of insight. Rather, it was a profound, deeply embedded understanding that has now become the unwavering, guiding force behind their every action, shaping their decisions and directing their path forward.